4 wins in 4. It can only go wrong here. Hello everyone, it is TIJ and welcome to episode 3 of season 2 of a new era at the Emirates, and of course my final season on FFMEditor 2018 with Arsenal. And today we play 2 very important games. The first one against Sean Dyche's Burnley in the Premier League at the Emirates, and then actually we're back at the Emirates again for a very important Europa League match against AC Milan. Now, as I said, we've won our last 4, which is absolutely crucial because now, as you can see, we're in the top 4 in the Premier League. We've got a game in hand on some of the top sides, and if we win today, we'll go within 4 points of Chelsea, who are actually unbeaten at the top of the table. United actually are also unbeaten as well. As you can see, in the Champions League, we've had the most fantastic of starts. We beat Dynamo Kiev in our last game away from home 5-2. We'll talk about that in a little minute, but as you can see, Paris Saint-Germain have had a very bad start to their campaign, with Milan beating them, and that really helps our hopes of qualifying, especially in top position. If we beat Milan today, I don't think there's anything stopping us qualifying in that top position. So that's absolutely fantastic. But if we look at our last 4 games, then the first one is in the League Cup against Norwich. Now, Norwich took the lead 59 minutes in. Nick Pope got a rare start. There was a few rare starts to like as Takuma Asano. Eddie Nketiah played. We had Marcus Alonso in the squad. Rob Holding, who actually had a stellar game at the back. I didn't actually realise how well he played, but Teemu Pukki got the first goal for Norwich, with Lacazette making it 1-1 82 minutes in. It went to extra time. Lacazette got one straight away. It was equalised by Norwich, and to be fair, they really held their own, Norwich, but we won in the end, courtesy of a penalty shootout. Then we beat Stoke at home a few days after. It was a bit of a boring game, but we beat them nonetheless, with their former player Hesse scoring his first of 3 goals this season. Hesse obviously has been at Stoke before, but for some reason is not showing here. He was there last year, right? He was. Because he was on loan. Yeah. Must have just been... Oh, of course, right, yeah, because it's weird. It's weird, this new data. I can't quite get around this updated database. It kind of counters out that last season ever existed. So, Stoke, he wasn't on loan at Stoke in this world, but he technically was. But whatever. So, we beat Stoke 1-0. Bit of a bogey team of Arsenal. Sometimes that's good to get the 3 points against them. Then we went away to Ukraine to play against Dynamo Kiev. And actually, we got 3 penalties for us. And we were very lucky in that. We got 3 penalties. Aubameyang getting, was that 4 goals in the end? 4 goals from Aubameyang. 3 from the spot, with a 35th minute, 43rd minute, and a 64th minute penalty. He got a 4th in the 68th minute, with Mesut Ozil getting his first goal in a hell of a long time, with a 73rd minute goal. But they got 2 back, but it didn't really matter. We absolutely smashed them, and that was a brilliant game for us. And then most recently, we've just beat Tottenham in the North London derby. I do like to show, pardon me, the big games, but it does get a bit repetitive if you're showing the North London derby every season, the game against Chelsea. So I wanted to take it up a little bit this season, but we had a fantastic game against Tottenham. We were absolutely bullied in the first half. The first half, Tottenham absolutely dominated. I don't know if we can just have a look at the stats for the first half, perhaps, but Tottenham absolutely dominated us. Can we customise it just for the first half? We go for shots in the first half. Tottenham had 8, as you can see. We only had 3. So you can just see that Tottenham really dominated the game. Can we have a look at possession in the first half? I don't think we can. No, we can't. But nonetheless, they absolutely bullied us the first half. So that's all you need to know. And we went in at half-time. We champed because we were on counter-attacking. We went attacking and we really went for it. And it really paid off. Hesse with a lovely goal. Lacazette then getting a penalty to make it 2-0. Then Hesse making it 3-0. Bear in mind, Hesse came off the bench and was very duly given player of the match for that. So he deserves a start for the game against Burnley today after an international break. So all the players are nice and chilled and not so tired, which is always brilliant. But we have got a very nasty schedule in the next 2 weeks. Within the next 2 weeks, we've got Burnley, Milan, Newcastle, Everton, Leicester, and then Milan again away from home. So it's a big schedule in the next few weeks. This is a very important few weeks of the season, and a lot of rotation will be required. But for today's game against Leicester, then we've got Bernd Leno in goal, with Bellerin, Matip, Rugani and Marcus Alonso at the back today. El Neni and Aaron Ramsey in the middle, with Ian Robben, Ozil, as I said earlier, but Hesse starts this game. For Aubameyang, who's firing on all cylinders with 9 goals so far this season, starting up front. I'm just going to alter Ramsey to Mazzala. So, we'll actually put Mazzala, we'll go for, just so he doesn't conflict with Mesut Ozil so much. Yeah, we're going to submit that team, and that's all lovely and fantastic. I can't believe 3 weeks to... This should be the latest date, technically. 3 weeks today, Football Manager 2019, the beta should be out. I am really excited for that. I can't wait. Hopefully we should get this... Well, we've got 4 episodes a week, haven't we? So hopefully we should get this season finished roughly about Wednesday of that week. It's going to be quite tight. I don't want to rush it too much, but I think we should be alright to get the season finished before FM19's beta comes out. If not, I'll just do a big block episode, which like on the Wednesday, we'll just play some of the last games of the season. That's a lovely goal from Aaron Ramsey, and already 1-0 up here at home. Just excuse me, because I've got a cup of tea on hand, which very rarely happens in a video, and I do love a cup of tea. I'm quite partial to... oh, what's happened here? That's weird. I'm quite partial to a glass of squash while I record, but I must admit, nothing beats a cup of tea, a belting cup of tea, after a nice hot bath. It's a good Thursday night, and alright, I might have rushed. Not rushed, but I might be recording this a bit late, but you know what I'm like. It never happens on time. I mean, I'm trying to stick to the moment to a 3 days prior thing, which I record videos 3 days before they go out. That never happens, but I'll just believe that they do, because why not? But as long as the videos get out, that is more than enough. And it seems that you guys are really enjoying them, which is brilliant to see. And yeah, we're half an hour into this game in Arsenal. And actually, this is a save I am really, really enjoying. And hopefully we can do something this season with Arsenal. I do feel it, actually, because by them 2 games that we lost off camera, we've won every game of the season so far. And we're pretty much foolproof. So I am very, very pleased. Can we win a competition this season? Let me know in the comments. It would be lovely if we could win something like the Champions League, but if we win the league, that'd be even better in my opinion. I still haven't won a domestic league in Football Manager 2018 yet, unbelievably. The last trophy I won, I've said this a few times, the last trophy I've won was the Europa League in the beta with Liverpool. That just shows how awful I've been this season. But arguably, it hasn't really shown how awful I've been, because we've been with teams, I mean, we started with Leipzig, we finished that quite early. But Pompey I was with for a long time, and Pompey aren't the sort of team that they're really going to be winning competitions. So Arsenal is the first opportunity, I'd say, since Liverpool that could give us an opportunity to win a competition. Hopefully we can do that this season. Maybe we could do the double. That'd be brilliant. I'd love to win the league though. That's probably my focus this year. Again, the Champions League would be brilliant, but are we going to win the Champions League? Probably not. But saying that, we beat PSG, which I wasn't expecting us to do. I always feel, and it's typical of Football Manager, if you aren't expecting something to happen, it usually does. Whereas if you go, for example, into this game against Burnley, think, we're going to walk all over Burnley, we'll lose. And as soon as you say that, the game almost goes, haha, I'm going to prove you wrong. And it's lovely sometimes when it proves you wrong, because you genuinely think that, no, you ain't going to win this. But sometimes you're just shocked. And that is 2-0. Aubameyang gets his 10th goal of the season already. He's final on all cylinders. And to be fair, deserves to start ahead of Lacazette at the moment. It's just that Lacazette, there's not room for him in the squad because we only play with one striker. It's very similar to the treatment that Aubameyang got last year, really. He didn't play so many games. Aubameyang was on form, and if Aubameyang has a bad patch of form, then Lacazette will have to go in. But at the moment, Aubameyang, we just can't take him out of the team. He's really firing on all cylinders, and this is a great game against Burnley. We've kept a clean sheet so far, so we are going to go back to counter-attacking for the moment. We'll make a few subs. Oh, it looks like Reggani's took a bit of a knock. So we'll bring Regani... I never put a centre-back on the bench. This really annoys me. I don't know why I don't do this. We'll bring Milner on for El Nani because he seems a bit tired. I don't know why we don't put a centre-back on. It baffles me. That's just me being stupid because Rob Holding would be perfect in this situation. Can anybody go back to a centre-back? Only El Nani, and I don't really see the point of that. We're just going to have to keep him on, unfortunately, aren't we? Yeah, we're going to have to keep him on, which is a bit of a pain in the neck. And it's something I need to look at for the next match against Milan. But at least that's given me a bit of a nudge just to say, look, we do need to put a centre-back on the bench. So that's given me that nudge, and we're all right. So we're going to bring Ozil off because he seems a bit tired. He's had, he's just exhausted. I don't think there's much going on badly with him. But we'll bring him off for Alex. Actually, we won't. We're going to change formation, and we're going to bring Lacazette on for Ozil. So Lacazette plays with Aubameyang up front. And we're also going to make it, not a triple sub. We're going to make it 3 subs, and we're going to bring off... We're going to put Maitland-Niles in central defence. I know it's stupid. I know it doesn't work. But Regani is absolutely knackered. And are Burnley going to make it 2-2? I don't know why have I said that. I'm just contradicting what I said earlier. Because when you don't expect things to happen, they usually do. Can we make it 3-0? Robin into Ramsey. Shoots! What a finish from Aaron Ramsey. What an assist from Robin. That's his 2nd of the game. But Ramsey on the edge of the box, that seems to be the corner tactic that I've used all year. Just play it out the box, see what they can do with it. But Ramsey, it's a rare one, but that's a lovely goal from Ramsey. And apparently that's 2 goals for him. I forgot that he'd scored, but what a finish that is. That has got to be a contender for goal of the season. That is absolutely beautiful. And that's 2 goals for Ramsey today, a man of the match performance, and overall a very pleasing one in the Premier League. So Robin to Ramsey. Ramsey back to Alonso, and it's all over here at the Emirates. Not really much more we could have asked for there. 3-0, very simple stuff. And now, well, we don't go anywhere. We just spend a few days in training and we welcome the Italian giants. Maybe giants of a time in the past, but how are they getting on at the moment? Let's see how they're getting on in the league. They are second in Serie A, with only Juventus above them at the moment, with Antonio Conte in charge. They've only lost one game this season, which was against Sassuolo, so fair enough. But they're on a very good winning streak. They've won 5 games, much the same as us, and something's got to give for at least one of the teams in this tie. 2 changes then for this game against Milan. Rob Holding comes in for the injured Regani, and as El Neni was very tired after the last game, Milner comes in place of him. But apart from that, the squad stays the same. Now, that Milan squad looks pretty scary. Donnarumma in goal with Romagnoli, the key figure at the back. The former Liverpool player Suso out on the wing, and Carlos Bacca, the top goal scorer for Milan this season with 5 goals up front. But if he's the only real threat up front, I suppose really Suso's a threat as well. But, this should be an interesting game. We could crumble here, but we should be okay. We're going to put the goalkeeper under a bit of pressure because, again, he's a good keeper, but he's a little bit young, is Romagnoli, is Donnarumma. So, potentially a bit of pressure wouldn't do him too bad. Now, as you can see, we're playing the only games of the evening for some reason. We're playing at 6 PM, which I don't quite get. We're playing at 6 PM. While all the other groups are playing at 8. It might be perhaps because there's a game at PSG. I don't quite know why that's happening. But nonetheless, we're playing in unison with PSG and Dynamo Kiev tonight. And it's quite unreal that if we win and PSG lose, it looks like it's not going to happen at the moment because PSG are already in front. But if PSG lose tonight and we win, we've effectively, well, not knocked PSG out, but PSG can't finish first. I was just about to say that both of those conditions aren't going to be met at the moment because Milan nearly took the lead courtesy of Carlos Bacca. And I'm a little bit worried about this game. It seems like they might be on top. But let's have a look what happens. Ozil into the box for Joel Matip. And Joel Matip puts it in the back of the net. A lovely free kick curling in from Ozil. That's not Matip's first goal. That's not. I'm sure Matip scored another one at some point. Is that me dreaming? That must be me dreaming. Perhaps that's because he scored for Liverpool. But I'm sure Matip scored elsewhere. But okay, we'll take it as the first goal Matip scored for us. I'm sure he scored somewhere else. Must have been me getting confused with the Liverpool game in real life. It must be. But nonetheless, Matip scores a lovely header from a lovely free kick from Ozil. Can we make it 2-0? Robben into the box for Aubameyang to Hesse! Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely play, but an equally lovely save. A double save from Donnarumma. I thought that one had definitely gone in. A brilliant shot from Aubameyang. Really straight at the keeper, I suppose you could say. But a lovely shot from Hesse. I don't quite know. It didn't go in. And Matip nearly gets another goal, courtesy of a Mesut Ozil assist yet again. Wow, this is brilliant stuff. We're playing very well attackingly. PSG are also in front. And to be fair, that's the best result for us. And we're 5 points clear. And if we win in the next game, then we qualify first in the table, which I'm massively happy about. And to be fair, it's been absolutely full. So I was really worried about this Champions League group because Milan, PSG, to be fair, and Dynamo Kiev are all big threats. And we've just, so far, not all over yet here at Emirates, but so far we've just brushed them off. But I mean, we beat PSG, which is a big thing in our first match. Can Matip get past Bacca? He can't. Bacca has a shot, but it's straight at Leno. Bit unfortunate there for Matip, but nonetheless, Leno made the difference, and Matip's goal has made the difference in the overall half. Now, let's play without complacent. Oh, why did I do that? The way the game is set, you can go out for the second half, play without pressure. I admit, I wanted to say the complacent comment, and didn't realise that wasn't the complacent comment. You'd think after 12 months having this game, you'd kind of know the default dressing room comments, but I'm sure it won't have too much an effect. It'll be absolutely fine, he says, and then we'll lose about 6-1 now. But nothing happened in the first 10 minutes, so Milan not getting the momentum, which is good for us. Hesse's been a bit, well, there's no other word for it. He's been a bit rubbish this game. So we'll bring Danny Welbeck on for him. And we will also bring... We'll bring Guendouzi on for Ramsey, because I'm conscious that he played earlier on, well, last week on Sunday. Bear in mind, this is only Wednesday, so there's only a few days between games. And we're in action again on Saturday. So we want to keep our best players playing, but at the same time, we're going to have some rotation. There's no option unless we do that. But Ozil to Guendouzi. Lovely ball across to Robben, but it's cut out by Ricardo Rodriguez. Matip. Good ball to the wing to Bellerin. Bellerin, nice ball in to Welbeck. Puts it into Aubameyang! And it's 2-0 now to the Gunners. And I have to say, if we tighten up now, we're going to tighten up. Aubameyang played for Milan, did he? Apparently that's Apparently he scored against his former club. I did not know that Aubameyang played for AC Milan, but you learn something new every day. Let's have a look at that in a minute. But a lovely cross from Bellerin, a lovely deep cross to Welbeck. He headed it to Aubameyang, and even though it was straight at the keeper, he went in the back of the net. So, when did he play for Milan? He pretty much started at Milan. Never played a game for Milan. But he started at Bastia in Ligue 2. Then went to Milan and never played a game. Then went on loan for a lot of years, actually. He went to Dijon, Lille, Monaco and Saint-Etienne. They signed him. And to be fair, since then, look at his goal-scoring record. Wow. Aubameyang, 29 years of age. Good career. So, yeah, joined when he was 18 and never made an appearance for them. So, I bet Milan are a bit gutted to let go of him now, but I think Mourinho, Jose Mourinho, is the biggest culprit at the moment of letting go of players and then them becoming masterpieces. I mean, I've only got to use the example of, two examples of the two best players in the Premier League, potentially at the moment, if you could look at it. You know, you've got De Bruyne and Salah, who Mourinho said wasn't good enough. And they've gone on to be two of the best players in the Premier League. And whether that's Mourinho's management, I don't quite know. And we've got the same with Pogba at the moment. You know, Pogba and Mourinho fell out. And if Pogba leaves, that'll be a crying shame. I'm not a big fan of Pogba, but it's the manager's fault. Play him in the right position, you plonker. But that's enough for Mourinho, right? That went on for all of 30 seconds. And knowing that I rambled quite a bit, that's quite good. By the way, bit of a self-advert here. I will shut up in a minute about myself, because I do like to talk about myself a little. Well, not about myself, but a bit of self-promotion. I do a podcast, if you don't watch, every week with Captain Goodspeed over on his channel called Tuesday Night Live, and we talk about football, Formula 1, all sports, and gaming as well. So if you want to hear a little bit about my opinions about real-life football, and a bit about gaming as well, make sure to check that out every Tuesday. It's live on YouTube at 8 PM, so you can see me for an hour live every week. I know you'll love that. But anyway, Milan could get a goal back here, but Leno stops it. We've got 4 minutes left here at the Emirates, and we have had one of the best episodes I can think for a while. A pretty much faultless episode. The seal is cracked for Milan. They've lost a game. I'd hope now. I don't think they're going to score 2 in 2.5 minutes, but we are in the form of our lives, and we're very much unstoppable at the moment. I don't like to say that, because as soon as you say that you're playing well, it all starts to crash down, but hopefully we start doing well. Well, we are doing well, but what I mean is hopefully we continue to do well and continue to be consistent, which is something I really struggle to do on this game. But 2 wins out of 2, 6 wins out of 6. It's going to be easy now. If you guys have enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like and leave a comment on your thoughts on the video as well. Subscribe for future Football Manager 2018 content, and of course in the next few weeks the new release of Football Manager 2019. That'll be daily content, so something to get your something to get your teeth into, not your feet. Well, you can get your feet into it if you want, but something to get your teeth into is the phrase. Anyway, folks, I hope you've enjoyed that. I certainly have. I've been TIJ, and I'll see you guys on Sunday again. Remember, there's going to be 4 episodes a week up to the release of FM19. 6 PM on Sunday. Be there. See you guys later. Goodbye.